Hey everybody, Chris Ann here, Christmas coach and founder of Christmas Organizing, coming to you today with our video on putting together our Christmas notebook. This is like the most important thing for our Christmas planning because this is where we gather all our information, keep our list and recipes and anything else like that that we find. So first we're going to talk about what items we need. So we need a 3-ring binder, a 3-hole punch, dividers, page protectors, slash pocket folders, a calendar, photo pockets, a receipt holder, and colored pencils or pens like the one I have right here. All right, so let's start going down the list and I will show you my notebook and kind of how I put it together, the process. And we're going to start out with the 3-ring binder. This is my 3-ring binder. You can also get the white ones most anywhere. You can get colored ones. I really like to have the ones that you can put something in the front and maybe even on the spine so that you can decorate it up and you know that this is your Christmas notebook. All right, so now the next thing is a 3-hole punch. And why do you need a 3-hole punch? Well, you need a 3-hole punch so that you can punch holes in all of your planning pages that you have. So that's a really helpful thing to have. The next thing is dividers. So we want to be able to check the different sections easily in our notebook. So I have actually combined 2 of the things on the list into one, and that is the slash pocket folders along with the dividers. So what I have done is I have purchased, I'll pull out this one, slash pockets. This is a slash pocket folder with tabs at the top. So I just get as many of those as I need to fill out my tabs and to have all my different sections. And the purpose of having slash pockets in here is so that you can add things in and come back to them at a different time. Maybe it's things you need to file into your notebook, or maybe it's just your extra forms, the ones that you make copies of, and you always have a blank one in your notebook in that section. So the next thing is page protectors. Look, y'all, I go to Sam's and buy page protectors because page protectors are my friend. I love having page protectors. And I highly recommend getting this big box from Sam's, Costco, somewhere because it is much more economical. And when you start making your Christmas idea books and things like that with all those wonderful recipes and craft ideas and decorating ideas off the internet, you're going to use your page protector to put those in, to put them in your notebook. All right, the other thing I use page protectors for is to them like this. So I have my dividers and I will put those right behind my divider and for each section. So this is my holiday celebration section and I will put this here. A lot of times, like I have my reality check on the back of this one so I can keep seeing it. But then I also will put all of my blank forms into one page protector for this section so that I can easily pull out the blank ones. I don't want a 1-page protector per each of these pages because that's really kind of overkill. And so I just put them all in there and I know that when I need one of those, I know exactly where they are. So that's a really great thing to use there. All right, what's next on the list? We have our calendars. So you can either print out a calendar online and put a 3-hole punch it and put it in your notebook, or you can go and do like I do, and I pick up one at Dollar Tree every year, and just kind of a nice size that you can have where you can write. Make sure the blocks are big enough for you to write little things down. Now, I still use an electronic calendar also, and I combine the two, but this is what I use when I am working on my planning. And then I'll take the information from here. If I need to put it into my electronic calendar, I will just transfer it over. All right. The next thing is page or photo pockets. So this is one of the things that I do with my photo pockets. This is my gift wrapping. So I have taken samples of all my gift wrap and I have put it into one of these photo pockets. So photo pockets are usually 4 to a page. Sometimes they're a little different, but whatever you have or you can find, that works really good. And they're good for all different kinds of things. You can put receipts in them, like put a label on there and put people's names and know whose gifts, or maybe by the store, however you want to categorize that. And like I said, I use it for my wrapping paper so that I know what wrapping paper I have and I don't have to go and get into that big container and sort through and see what I want. I can choose a wrapping paper and put it down next to people's names so that I know which one I'm going to be using. All right, next is a receipt holder. I found these at Dollar Tree and I love them. They're just a plastic holder. You can get them like a little envelope, stuff like that. So if you want to just keep all of your receipts in there, this is a good way to have it. So if you need it for returns or even for working on your budget for next year to know what you spent. Now, another thing that I have in my notebook is a pencil holder. So I have picked this up. Usually can find them pretty cheap when it's back to school time, but I will keep different pens and pencils, and also I will keep Post-it notes in it. And then I just put it straight in the front of my notebook like this so that I always have highlighters and pens and pencils that are available to me. Now, one of the things I talk about is colored pens and pencils. Used to be I always loved to do my calendars in different colored pencils, so different people got different colors. And then I discovered these that were back on the market, kind of available more accessibly this time. It used to be like this elusive thing that we always saw the teachers using and things like that. But I found a big pack at Sam's and I love them. And so they have all the different colors. And this one even has a pencil on it. So the big pack has different colors, different pens. So check that out and get you one of these because it's kind of a space saver. So that really works out well. Before we move on to assembling our notebook, let me touch on one other thing real quick. Is another version for the tabs. If you don't want to use the dividers or the slash pockets like I do, you can always get these little things that are stick-on tabs, and they have little paper that you can put in. And let's get a color one here. And so what you can do is, and I've done this for subsections also, these page protectors, I'll be using them for my the forms. I will stick one of those in there and I will stick it onto the page protector, and then that gives me my tab also. So you can use your divider pages from within your workbook to create sections and then put this on there. So let me show you what that would be like. And that's a really easy way to make tabs, and it's a good way to be able to make them be interchangeable, I guess. So I'm just going to slide that on there. So this is the page from the workbook for Christmas crafts. And so you print that out and then you just put that on, put it in the page protector, and then you put that on there, and now you have your own dividers. So that works out really, really well. All right. So now we need to go to assembling our notebook. Let me tell you, I actually have multiple notebooks. And I start out with one notebook, but then I expand out into more notebooks. And this one here, this is my idea notebook. And what I do is as I collect ideas throughout the year, I have these divided out into sections: recipes, crafts, decorating, etc., whatever I need. And as I find things that I might want to do, I put them in the idea book. And that is a place that I will go to, and I will try different recipes or try a craft thing before I actually move it into my regular Christmas notebook to know for sure that I want to use it. I want my notebook to be full of the things that I am doing for this Christmas. Now, if one of your sections gets too big for your notebook, for the size notebook you have, consider doing separate notebooks. We have basically 3 different sections with our notebook that you could separate it out into. So you have gift giving, you have your Christmas kitchen, and you have your home and away. So that would actually be great to do different notebooks for, and then just keep certain things in your main notebook, like your receipts and your budget, and maybe some main lists that you need to take care of. All right, so now let's assemble this notebook. I have already gone through and pulled out my pages that I want to do for the notebook that I'll be writing on. So I hole punched those, and like here is my vision board for this year. And so I'm going to put it in the very, very front. And so I'm just going to add things in. I have my journaling questions. We're going to put that in there. And then behind the calendar section, which is right here, I'm going to add in my calendar dates and my blank calendars. So you kind of get the idea there. We're just going to go through and put whatever planning pages that you want to use into your notebook. I will show you a final version as we continue to work through these videos. All right, so now the last thing that I do is, like I said, I print stuff off of the internet. And this is a recipe for Amish chocolate covered cherries. I love chocolate covered cherries. They are one of my most favorite items. I love to get them in those red boxes and just have that at Christmas. Well, I would like to try to make them from scratch. Don't know if it's going to happen, but I would like to try. So I printed this recipe off that I saw, and now it's in a page protector, and it's going to go into my idea book. So gather all your stuff up, put your notebook together, print out your forms, and hole punch those, and get your notebook ready so we can continue with all of this journey to our Christmas planning. All right, I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day.